keep coming back. I went searching. By the way, I went searching for a new Dan logo that I hadn't used yet. I found this one. It's kind of sweet. Might be a little hard to read on the bricks, right? I don't know where else I could put it. Maybe down there? I don't like it down there. There we go. Back in the corner for you. Well, actually, thanks to you all. Thanks to you amazing gatherers. I dug into a couple of the songs that are new songs that I've been sharing, and I worked on them a little bit today. Some of the songs that I felt like maybe I shared, maybe they weren't quite finished, and anyways, some of them were songs that y'all requested yesterday. So thank you for that. You were my inspiration, and let me tell you how Leftover Night usually works. My friend Robin is amazing, and she collects all of your requests throughout the course of request night, and she gives me a big giant list of leftovers. And what I did with 5 band shows coming up over the next 5 days, and a plan for no repeats tonight and those nights as well, what I did was I took all of the songs that I know with the band, and I put them over in their own little category for me to play with the bandies, and I took your leftovers that the band does not know, and I have a little list right here. Two of which were songs that I felt like I wanted to work on a little bit for you today. So that's my plan. You should also know that when we do leftover nights, I never know. Right, my policy on and for those of you new to the Gathering series, when we do a request night, the game is that the first song I see, I play, and on leftovers, usually on leftover nights, nights when I'm taking requests I didn't get to the night before and playing them. I still choose blindly. And so when Robin sends me a list of leftovers, I don't know who requested them or not, just in case there was any question in any of your minds. Anyways, thought I'd start with a song called "You Pay Me." Left pictures of the one that haunts our dreams. Paint our painting colors bright. Solitude lies down below, lovers in between. Let me find this space tonight. Find me walking on this dusty road, this dusty road, this dusty road. Till the dust is just out on I see, caught in this cloud tonight. At this point, there's nothing much for us to do, except you paint me and I paint you. We all have visions now of who we're supposed to be. Paint up painting colors bright. Reality is a mess and love lies somewhere in between. Let me find this space tonight. 'Cause you can find me walking this dusty road, this dusty road, this dusty road. just about all I see. What in this cloud tonight? Dance around the fire of my changing point of view. You paint me in the all our fantasies are living life in peace. Yeah, I paint, and we paint in colors bright. Now war will set the times until we love so loud it screams. Let us find this space tonight. Find us walking on this dusty road, this dusty road. Till the dust is just about all we see. Caught in this cloud of night. Shades so bright, our leaders need to change their attitudes. You paint me and I'll paint you. You paint me and I'll paint you. You paint me and I'll paint you. All right. All right. You know, I love it. I love that we got some people from all over the world and all over the country. What's up, Maryland? Where else you coming from, y'all? We're gonna be down in Maryland, I think, next in the next couple weeks. We've got a couple shows down there. I'm really excited for. We got some folks saying hi in some other languages. I love that. What's up, Denver? I like that. Whoa. My friend Elizabeth from Bama. I mean, for a Boston guy, I'm sorry. Rhode Island and Connecticut, not as exciting. Montana, now we're talking, Carol. Jersey, classic. A lot of Jersey girls in my life. Maine, Vermont, we're hitting all the sweet spots in New England right now. And of course, we got Supergirl hanging in New Hampshire. Georgia, I like. Anyways, thank y'all. Thank y'all. Yeah. Everybody in my camp is worried about weather this weekend. What's the weather going to be like? We're going to be in Lake Luzerne. Do you call it Lake Luzerne? Do you call it Lake Lucerne? Is that a hard or a soft Z on that Luzerne? Of course, in the chats, it's very hard to direct me. I will find out tomorrow. It will be my first time playing out there. If we indeed get to play there. There were some questionable weather reports. Maria, I do not know where you are watching from, but welcome. Welcome. Tina, we may not be in Georgia again until well, I know we're going to be there in January, and I don't know if we're going to be there before then. That's a long ways off. I think you're going to have to travel up here to see us, is what I think. Hey there, shining one, remember when you used to come around my door? I can see you standing there, the goofy smile across your face, it's not here anymore. And you live too young, and you live too soon. My guitar, it still remembers you, my friend, yeah. And I see your light again. Hey there, shining one, oh, sometimes it ain't lost for words. You never ceased to make me smile. I am thankful for the time you had, although it was just a little while, yeah. And you left too young, and you left too soon. My guitar, it still remembers you, my friend, yeah, yeah. And I see your light again. I see your light. And I see you sometimes, and your memory it shines. And I see you sometimes, and your memory it shines. And I see you sometimes, and your memory it shines. And I see you sometimes, and your memory it shines, it shines. Hey there, shining one, your glow affected everyone, and I wish that you could hear me sing about you. Chances are that there's just us in this universe. This song will shine although it's sung without you. And you left too young, and you left too soon. And my guitar still remembers you, my friend, yeah. And I see your light again. I see your light. Watch out for Nicole. She shits all over the place. Watch out for Nicole. She shits all over the place. You could tell when she lifts that tail, she's gonna shit right in your face. Ooh. Walked into the room, she had mischief in her eyes. She smiled at me so sweet, but I saw through that disguise. She lifted up her tail and she shit. Watch out for Nicole. She shits all over the place. Watch out for Nicole. She shits all over the place. You could tell when she lifts that tail, she's gonna shit right in your face. Yep. Watch out for Nicole. Right to the point, that song is. Not a lot of metaphor. Not a lot of lessons to be taken. Yep. You know what I didn't do? I did not get myself a drink, and I'm thirsty. Will you all leave if I run up and get a drink real quick? I hope not. Okay. I'm going to come right back. I'm going to move this mic a little closer, too. Okay. Coming right back. Okay. What I missed? Did I miss everything? I missed everything, didn't I? All the fun. All right. Well, I'm going to play the song that I've been looking forward to playing tonight most. And actually, these next two songs, all right, they're the only songs in Gathering history in the 473 nights. And isn't this is a thought that I had today, that we don't have a lot of request nights left. That's crazy, right? I mean, we got a handful of request nights left. Who voted, Lee? Who voted? I've been telling everyone, really, I have no control over what really happens in the Gathering series or in my band. I tried to fire Karina like 3 times last night. Nope, I was overruled. Okay. There are only 2 songs in the Gathering series history for which I have looked on lyrics. I've looked at lyrics while I was playing. One of them, and both of them both of them are leftovers today, and both of these 2 songs I've worked on today and want to share with you. and they're both new. One of them is a little bit older. I never shared it before the Gathering series, but it involves a poem that's kind of lengthy that I haven't memorized, and I'm also kind of still tweaking and rewriting a little bit. And the other is the song that I want to share for you right now. It's the latest song that I wrote with Clint Daniels, the songwriter, the wonderful songwriter I wrote with whom I wrote "Switching to Whiskey," and this is a song we were working on. Now, when we wrote this song, you got to understand when we wrote this song, and so Allie and I were coming back from the desert. We were coming back from the desert, and Clint and I were together, and we were writing. And I told him that we were gonna have a baby, and we knew it was gonna be a girl. And just my heart was so filled up with that news. We hadn't told anyone yet. It was still a secret. We didn't actually tell the rest of the world for another month, except Clint and I, as we were writing this song that afternoon, got into our cups a little bit, and he was so shit-faced that night that we played that he spilled the beans. And you gatherers, in what I consider to be one of the coolest things I have ever witnessed a community, a music community do. You kept a really important secret for like a month. Nobody let it slip on the Gathering series that we were going to have a baby. And thanks to you, you gave Allie and I time to tell the people that we love in the world. And I just, one of the many things I'm so grateful for. And y'all show me how much this all means to you every single day in all sorts of different ways. And I feel it. I do feel it. Here we go. So this is the song that we wrote, Clint and I. We wrote a story song. We wrote a song about a father singing to his daughter. This is kind of a bit of a tragedy, too. This father, we were talking about a friend of ours who, friend of Clint's, a guy that I kind of think is kind of an asshole. But that said, very tragic thing happened. He had a wife and has a kid, but his wife got very sick and died as they were driving to the hospital. This kid, his son, was in the backseat of the car holding on to his mom's hand as she was passing, and that kid was 6 years old. I can't imagine that. I can't imagine. We were thinking about that. We were thinking about being fathers. We were thinking about being sons. We were thinking about living and dying. And we wanted to write a story. We wanted to write a love song. We wanted to write a love song about a father talking to his daughter about the love that he had with her mother. And, okay. Here we go. Oh yeah, so today, if you remember, I've played this song once or twice already, I think twice, but I never felt like I was finished with the bridge. Do y'all know what a bridge is in a song? Right? You got your verses that tell the story, you got your choruses, that is the thing that repeats. But every once in a while, a song will go to a new section in the middle of a song that does something completely different and only does it once. That's called the bridge. And sometimes a bridge is a really great way to take a break from the pattern. You have a pattern that's going here, and then 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 here, and suddenly you're doing this. And I'm telling you something important, and then I'm finishing up, I'm concluding my story with this again, if that makes sense. So, all right. So that's what I worked on today. Okay. Not all songs have bridges. In fact, probably most of them don't. Okay. I'm going to see if I can do this. This will be my first time trying to perform it with this new bridge. And we'll just see what happens. Okay. Here we go. Unkind World is what this is called. I still see her standing, waiting in her mama's door. Something in her eyes behind that homemade dress she wore. Her folks tried to keep her safe with all the comfort small towns bring, but I knew she was bound for bigger things. Me, I was just a scruffy kid far from her side of the tracks, dreaming on about gassing up and never looking back. We set off together, no AC and 4-ball tires. Yeah, we were gonna set this world on fire. World kept turning. Yeah, we were learning every day. Life wasn't perfect, but we never walked away. She always remembered the boy, and I remembered that girl. And we never gave up in an unkind world. In an unkind world. We found work in Memphis, living down off Cotton Road, serving beer at Hazel's, still daydreaming about the road. You were born on a Tuesday, seemed like Wednesday you were grown, a living, breathing miracle of our own. World kept turning, yeah, we were learning every day. Life wasn't perfect, but we never walked away. Yeah, she always remembered the boy, and I remembered that girl. We never gave up in an unkind world. In an unkind world. Still amazed the way you held your mama's hand. You're so brave that day, you'll never understand. I know it's hard looking back on all the things we had. Just know that I'm so proud to be your dad. Perfect's for the movies, fairs for fairy tales. You and I've been through it, we both learned that lesson well. But the heart, it has its reasons. When you find love, you will know. girl, hold on tight and never let that go. Earth keeps turning, we both miss her every day. I know we're hurting, but it won't always be this way. Believe in the woman you are and remember that girl who never gave up in an unkind world. In an unkind world. In an unkind world. In an unkind world. Okay. Thank you for the claps. Thank you for the love. Yeah. I think that song is finally done. I think I want to send the new bridge to Clint. You know, it's hard when you're writing with another person, because, you know, there are moments, right? There are moments that you're like, I mean, man, when I'm writing a song, I need to walk away from the song and clear my head and then come back to it. I need to do that lots of times. The biggest challenge for me about co-writing with other people is really not being able to process, right? And you know, it's like kind of like you're trapped in a room and you gotta churn it out. And there's something to be said for that. Sometimes that forces creativity, right? You just gotta game up and do it. You know, sometimes really great things can come of it. When we were sitting down together, we were both tired that day, so we were not ready to write anything, and we forced ourselves and we started talking and we started getting emotional and thoughtful, and a couple whiskeys in started coming to us. But when we knew we needed a bridge, and we kind of rushed the bridge because we were running out of time, and the song did not feel totally finished to me. Today it feels finished. It makes me happy. And that's thanks to y'all. Thanks to your requests. So I appreciate that. You know, you never know when the moment is going to come when I've opened that song up, and looked at it and tried to dig into that bridge a couple times now, and it just didn't click. And man, if there is anything in the world that teaches me patience over and over again, that continues to teach me patience, it's songwriting. Because sometimes you just can't rush that. You just can't rush that. For me, sometimes I just have to trust that the song is going to be finished when it's time to be finished, you know. And I probably have 15 or 20 songs that I'm really excited about that are unfinished, some of which have been unfinished for years, that I revisit from time to time. I dig into, and they're not quite ready. Anyways, okay, we had another request for a song that I shared for the first time with you gatherers. Now, this is a song inspired by a songwriter named Trevor Lewington. He and I had a songwriting session before a gig. It was a chaotic day, and we didn't really come up with anything. We weren't quite. Didn't really click. We just didn't come up with the thing. We need more time, and that happens all the time. Trevor's one of my favorite songwriters, and I was just excited to spend some time with him. But in doing so, you're in a room with another person, and energy is exchanging, and ideas are coming and going, and I got back that night, and I wrote this poem, and I turned it into this song, and it's called Particles and Pieces, and I was kind of digging into the poem a little bit. So this is a different kind of a song for me. Song like nothing I've ever written before. It has kind of a spoken word poem that is, I don't know if I just had this feeling, and I started writing, and I didn't think about writing in the form of a song. I just started writing, and these were the words that came out, and this was the thing that happened. And it was funny because after the thing happened and after the thing came out, another thing came out that felt a lot more like a song to me, but that song did not feel right without the thing that I had written before the song. And seeing as how there are no rules to art, I decided, well, that was just going to be the thing. Never shared it until the Gathering series. It's called Particles and Pieces. And I'm going to try and read along, and I'm going to try and do this justice if I can. A ragged man with the heart of a boy walks along the path through the darkness, trailing pieces of himself as he goes. But he does not fear the thought of losing himself as he collects the fallen pieces of those he passes along the way. And in doing so, he becomes a new man with a new heart, and that heart is again the heart of a boy. And the world spins, and light shines down from the sun, and the shining particles fall, and they make glorious sounds when they hit the earth. And the man with the heart of a boy picks up the shining particles and adds them to himself. And he sings a song as he walks along the path, and the song is himself. And the song is pieces of others he has passed, and the song shines from the fallen particles of the sun that are now and will always be a part of him. And he opens his eyes. He opens his eyes from a dream, and he is surrounded by others who sing songs that are themselves made from fallen pieces and particles they have collected along their paths. And the rhythms of these songs force their bodies to move in time, and the songs become louder, and they become one song. And a ragged man with the heart of a boy loses himself in the song, and he forgets the meaning of the word alone. And he breathes in the particles that help him find courage in the dark night, and trailing pieces of himself as he goes, he closes his eyes and continues along the path through the darkness. The world is covered with particles and pieces, fallen wreckage from humans and the sun. Boys with hearts and laughter gather their collections, trailing pieces of themselves as they run. And the world is made whole again. When you fall amongst the particles and pieces, will you pick them up, make you whole again? For it's we who make the world spin. Okay. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you all. I'm glad you liked that one. A bit of a departure. Isn't it, isn't it cool that there are really no rules? Feel like sometimes I'm only limited by my imagination and creativity. And maybe all of us, right? But I think that happens. That's the case with my songwriting, but I also think that's kind of the case with what I spend a lot of my days thinking about and working on, which is how to keep this band and this music continuing to find its way out into the world. And we are such a different kind of band and different kind of business and different kind of... Our music is not... our music does not fit neatly into a box. And that makes it hard, I think, for a lot of people, particularly folks in the music world, that work in the music world, to wrap their brains around what it is that we are. And what it is that I am, who it is that I am as an artist. And that's okay, because look at all these incredible, impactful people I have surrounding me. Musicians and friends, gatherers, ramblers, rally sounders. I feel like we are just limited by our imaginations and our creativity. Right? That is the only thing limiting the impact that we can have on the world around us. I think about that a lot. Anyway. Cheers. Wow. Okay. Well, I've been yapping a lot. But I'm really excited about getting to share those songs with you. We'll play two more, huh? She's been wandering round for days, wearing clothes you throw away. And her hair is knotted too. She sings tangled up in blue, and she knows every line. She knows every line. Sings them different every time. When I see her, I'm confused, 'cause I want her to be my muse. But she's always moving on. Just a second and she's gone. Walking through the pines, walking through the pines, and she walks different every time. I've been here before, around this room and through this door. It's just another dumb love song, so come along, hey, 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 hey. She says, Adam, can you see all the beauty within me? I know I look a fright, but I'm thinking clean tonight. And if you will come with me, if you will come with me, you will see things differently. And she takes me by the sleeve, she leads me out among the trees to a cabin in the wood, where everything smells good, like a fire burning pine, or the flowers that she finds, picks them different every time. I've been here before, around this room, through this door. It's just another dumb love song, so come along, hey, 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 hey. There we'd sit by candlelight at a wooden table deep in night. She'd read me verse and song, and philosophy's long gone. And she let me sing sometimes, she let me sing sometimes, and she knows every line. When I wake up from my dreams, I'm alone, and then it seems that she was just pretend, or she's wandered off again. And I miss her in my mind, I miss her in my mind, I miss her different every time. I've been here before, around this room, through this door. It's just another dumb love song, so come along, hey, 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 hey. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the wind at our back. May it always blow steady wherever you roam. May it turn when you're ready to carry you home. May it keep you ahead of the rain. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the heavens above. Some say it's a glance of God's great design. Some say it's the science of all things combined. May we look up and always feel wonder. Here is to us and all that we see. Here's to our hearts, the air that we breathe. Here's to around in good company. Here's to the drink that we share. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink this time that we had. For these moments pass lightly and they won't come again. May our lives all burn brightly right up to the end. May we live them with joyous abandon. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the end of the day. Let us drink to the work when the working is through. Let us drink one to me. Let us drink one to you. Let us drink one to those who aren't with us. Here is to us and all that we see. It's to our hearts and the air that we breathe. Here's to around in good company. Here's to the future. Here's to the past. Let us drink one down slow. Let us drink one down fast. Let us drink one as this night is a rest. Here's to the drink that we share. Oh, here's to the drink that we share. Been a nice night hanging with you in the construction zone. That may forever be the construction zone. Heading out on a 5-day road trip with the Bandies. Love it. New York, Vermont, Connecticut, I think. Connecticut, Massachusetts, Maine. Boom, 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 boom. It may rain on us every single day, but we don't care. We're still gathering. Yes, we are. Till we get to 500. And then we'll gather some more, just in some indeterminate way. Undetermined? Indeterminate? It's yet to be determined. I'm going to shut up and leave now. Please stay safe. Keep on looking out for one another, and I'll see you tomorrow.